In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can do a power calculation in order to estimate the required sample size for when you have a one-way repeated measures design. Specifically, what I'm looking at here is if you have a repeated measures ANOVA. So if you have 3 or more repeated measures in your experimental design. If you only have 2, then you can just do a paired samples t-test calculation instead, and there's a video on my channel which covers that already. So this is for when we have repeated measures and we have 3 or more of these repeated measures. We need to do repeated measures ANOVA power calculation. To do this, we're going to use the PWRSS package. So if you haven't installed that, you'll need to do so, and we will need to pull that one out of our library. Now the function is pwrss.f.rm ANOVA for repeated measures ANOVA. And then we need to fill in some information. We need to give it an eta squared, which is our estimated effect size. N levels, this is if we have a between subjects factor as well. So if you have a mixed design, and a subsequent video we'll cover doing mixed designs and power calculations, but today we're not really bothered about that. Then n.rm, the number of repeated measures. So of course this is really critical. This is how many levels that your repeated measures independent variable has, and your level of power, your alpha, your expected correlation between the repeated measures, and then type equals within. Again, this is just for when we have slightly more complicated designs and we can dictate whether we're powering for an interaction or within the subject's effect or between subject's effect. So we can just leave that, and we're not that interested in that now either. So basically we need to populate this. So here's an example here. So our estimate of our effect size, our estimated eta squared, is 0.07. N levels equals 1. So this again is for between subjects factor. There's no between subjects factor here, so we can just add 1. We have number of levels to our between subjects factor is 1. There isn't 1. We only have 1 level. Number of repeated measures, I'm going to put it for 3 in this example. So we've got 3 repeated measures here. So we're measuring our participants under 3 different conditions. Power, I've set our level of power to 0.8 or 80% power. Usually you'd be doing things to 80% power or 90% power. Our alpha, so our critical level of statistical significance, is 0.05. Our correlations between repeated measures, our expected correlations between repeated measures, I've done that as 0.5. Again, it depends on what you're studying, what you'd expect the correlations between each of these measures to be. In this example, I've just gone for a 0.5. And then type is within. Again, we're just looking at this within subject's effect, this repeated measures effect. And that's it. That's all we need to give. So we click run, and it gives us quite a decent sized output here. Let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. So this is how we've defined everything. Number of levels, i.e. groups, so it's a bit clearer here. One group, repeated measures is 3. Our statistical power we wanted to is 0.8, and our total N, our number of participants required, is 23. So we need 23 participants, and those 23 participants will complete those 3 conditions. We could have more of those. We may want to do this one to 90% power, and we may have a smaller expected effect size, for example. So we could run this one. See, everything will change a bit. So we do this at 90% power. We've got a smaller expected effect size. We need 39 participants in our sample here, and those will be completing it, in this case, 5 times. So it's relatively straightforward to do for these one-way repeated measures ANOVAs. In future videos, I'll show you how you can do this with more complex designs as well.